hello, one and all, and welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one, I'm here to talk about Conor McGregor ahead of his fight, UFC 303, against Michael Chandler. But before getting started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification to get all it is that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. In life, there are certain things that I believe are the keys to success. At the same time, those very things could be also the key to failure, if that makes any sense. Self-confidence is one of the most important attributes, in my personal opinion, in order for an individual to obtain true mastery over whatever task a person may choose. It's very important to be confident in yourself. Having self-confidence is perhaps the most important thing. Sometimes we have to overcompensate. As they say, fake it till you make it. And sometimes the act and the blind self-belief take you to astronomical heights. I believe that's what happened to Conor McGregor. Obviously, the interviews still exist online of him prior to achieving anything. The way that he spoke about himself in the future. I'm not going to go too deep into those subjects and aspects of kind of foreshadowing and kind of working backwards, if that makes any sense, but ultimately having a vision and blind belief in yourself to achieve the vision. I do understand that it's a very small amount of people that will actually get to achieve and realize their goals. Conor McGregor is definitely one of them. What I'm trying to say here is that self-confidence is crucial. It's absolutely pivotal for self-improvement and becoming good or obtaining whatever it is that you may choose. I believe it's a double-edged sword. In the case of Conor McGregor, it's prime example of what self-belief and almost psychopathic self-belief to where nothing else makes sense, only the vision and your goal, that has taken Conor McGregor to the point that he reached the very pinnacle of the world of mixed martial arts, UFC specifically, whether it be from a monetary perspective or obtaining titles perspective. Double champ, first to ever do it. Monetary, made more than anybody else before him ever made. And obviously he crossed over to boxing to have perhaps one of his biggest paydays ever thus far against none other than Floyd Mayweather. So the vision and the confidence that Conor had in Conor certainly elevated him to the heights that he's experienced thus far. But unfortunately, his blind self-belief served, as I said, as a double-edged sword. And most certainly his downfall started with the Habib Nurmagomedov fight. In life, I believe, is humble or be humbled. Obviously, you have to find the balance of the two. Of course, self-confidence is one of the most important things that a person can have. And if your goals are bigger, then most certainly your self-confidence has to be the size of your goals and even bigger. Like I said, when we look at a person like Conor McGregor, the guy has blind belief in himself. And this could serve as a double-edged sword. In life, just like self-confidence is important for obtaining success in whatever field a person may choose, there are other things that work in coherence with self-confidence. And many people have touched on this before. You cannot be one mode for the entirety of the time. You understand? So self-confidence, yes, when needed, it's very important. But it's also important to be grounded. A great example of that is Habib Nurmagomedov. Habib never lacked any confidence. It's just a different kind of confidence. It's a confidence that's more grounded than the confidence of Conor McGregor. This is not to discredit the notorious one. But recently, some photos surfaced of the guy partying just weeks out before his fight with Michael Chandler. I don't want to say that he's underestimating Michael Chandler, but in my personal opinion, Conor McGregor once again is overestimating his own powers. Conor has had problems with gassing out in fights. We have seen Conor struggle in 5-round fights. Obviously we've seen Conor lose. We've seen Conor get pretty much TKO'd. And the last time around that Conor was in the octagon, it wasn't the best for him. Before the Habib fight, you had the same... Well, the antics were tenfold what they are now. I mean, the guy was drinking during the press conference. And this sort of behavior will catch up to you. I do understand that it's the same thing that brought him to the level that he's at today. But Conor has to understand that he's 35, he's no longer 25, so the body cannot handle the stress of partying and drinking like it did a decade ago. You understand? And also, his opponent come the night of UFC 303 is one of the most dynamic, hard-hitting, one of the fastest fighters in that lightweight division. Michael Chandler, despite of his recent record, the blemishes on his recent record, he's only lost to the best of the best. So that takes nothing away from Chandler. All of his fights that he lost were close fights that he could have won. Chandler, you're promised that Chandler's going to go out there and give it all he's got. I know for certain that Chandler's going to go in there looking to finish Conor McGregor within the first 2 rounds. That's perhaps for certain what Chandler's looking for. He's going to be looking for takedowns. He's gonna be on Conor McGregor the entirety of the duration of the fight. So, my personal opinion, I believe that Conor could have abstained from things like drinking, weeks out before his fight. I just don't see Conor taking this as serious as he should be taking it. A person like me can never give Conor advice. This is not advice. This is just an observation from a fan's perspective. Somebody who loves Conor McGregor. Obviously, I'm a fan of the game, and if you're a fan of the game, in my personal opinion, you have to at least respect guys like Conor. But sometimes we make observations and perhaps raise a couple questions. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments and subscribe for more.